Hi there, welcome back to Save with Crypto. My name is Save with Crypto, and the news of today is as of today, actually it was yesterday technically, I started working for Stonksy Indicator in a kind of proper role, proper job type thing. So I'm going to be co-presenting the Stonksy Indicator live streams every day with Dave. Probably with the exception of Tuesdays when I might be a little bit late, but it depends really. It certainly will be normal next Tuesday, but yeah, the plan is to do it every day. Dave doesn't do a show on Saturday, so I'm going to do that on my own. And obviously when Dave needs some time off, I'll take over and I'll do a show myself. So if you've got any ideas about what you want me to do there, it's obviously better if it's Stonksy related, then just let me know. And any questions, you can always come over there every weekday between 1 and 3 p.m. UK time. So that's 12 and 2 UTC. Okay, so that means it coincides with the New York Open, or rather with when the New York markets open. So yeah, that's all cool. So that's really good. I'm really pleased about that. I think there's going to be some good opportunities within that. You know, I get to hang around with some interesting people and people who are a lot more knowledgeable than me. So I really am very, very pleased about that. And at the same time, they're quite happy for me to grow my own channel and carry on doing what I've been doing normally. So it shouldn't really affect anything. It just means that you're going to probably see more of me. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I'm actually thinking of getting a camera and doing some sort of like camera type presence like what Dave does. Might have to wear a hat and sunglasses, that kind of thing, to look the part. But yeah, I'm thinking about it anyway. Maybe we'll do that when we reach a certain number of subscribers. Anyway, so the price of Bitcoin's actually been up today. I'm not overly impressed with what it's done with this trend line here, because it kind of broke out, retested, went up, came back down. That's not really what normally happens. It normally either, does that kind of retest and then bounces back up, or it just kind of comes back, fails the retest, and it just goes back inside the pattern. So it hasn't really done either of those. So what I'm looking at now is some kind of like head and shoulders, something like that, which looks incredibly rude, but nevertheless that could be a bullish pattern. Now there are a few things that are making me feel quite bullish as well. One of them is the EMAs that I love. If you want to know how to set these up, look at the video that's linked at the end of this video. So what we're looking for here is a cross of the green and yellow EMAs. That's a 21 and 55 EMA. And I'm currently looking at this on the 30-minute time frame. And they are actually touching and potentially could cross fairly soon. On the 1 hour time frame, they're also getting fairly close, but if that 30-minute one does it soon, then I think the 1 minute should follow. So that would be great if that happens. It'd be nice to see a bit of a push up and the return to higher prices, somewhere like 90k or so. Also, if we look at the Stonksy indicator on the 1 hour time frame, you can see that it actually went green about 2 hours ago. So that is also normally a very, very good sign that we're in an uptrend. So it's all looking good to me. I don't think we've got too much to worry about. Okay, so it's now about an hour and a bit later, and you can see here on the 30-minute time frame, those EMAs did cross quite beautifully. That's great. So what I tend to do now is just look for the next sort of one up, probably look for the 45-minute, and they're getting really, really, really close. And if they cross over nicely, I'll probably look on the 1 hour and, see how they're doing. And if at any point it does that thing where, say, like the yellow comes back down and the green comes back down and they don't cross, at that point I'll probably exit the trade or at least take some profit. So that is my plan while the price is going up. Now I'm trading this on ByBit at the moment. If you are able to use ByBit in your country, that's probably my favourite exchange. This link here on savewithcrypto.org, this link here can get you up to a $30,000 free trading bonus when you sign up. If you can't use ByBit in your country, for example, the US or the UK, then you can use BitGet. BitGet is available in lots more countries, and this link here will get you also a $30,000 trading bonus depending on your deposit and your trading volume. If you can't use either of those exchanges in your country, then you can use either Blofin or BitUnix. With both of these, you don't need to prove who you are, so you don't need to show a passport, a driving license, or anything like that. You don't even need to tell them your name. Blofin, you have to use a VPN in certain countries, and with BitUnix you can use that in any country apart from China, North Korea and Iran, and you don't need a VPN either. I've also got a link to Phemex here that can get you a $8,800 sign-up bonus. Now I believe with Phemex you don't have to do KYC anymore. I'm not 100% sure about that. I need to check that one out. But anyway, you'll find all these links on savewithcrypto.org. It's .org, not .com, and you'll also find links here to YouTube, X and the free Telegram group as well. Okay, so what just happened was an FOMC talk. Jerome Powell was speaking. His news about inflation wasn't so brilliant. There was a brief mention of cryptocurrency, but it's mostly stable coins, aka CBDCs. And the price did what I suspected it might do on the 45-minute time frame. And although these EMAs looked like they were going to cross, they didn't. And they came back down again. On the 30-minute, kind of wiggled a bit, and now they're touching again. So I think this was probably just a temporary wobble, and we'll see further upside. But that did slightly derail the climb of Bitcoin. And it's also worth noting that on the 1 hour time frame, Stonksy did actually go short during the FOMC speech, and now it's actually in no trade. So I'm hoping that this will go green again on the 1 hour. If so, I think we'll see some more upside. But you can see the price of Bitcoin is very, very news orientated. And I think that's how it's going to be for a long time now. Nevertheless, we've got some great tools to help us trade the price. We've got Stonksy, we've got these EMAs that is free. And now you've got me live every day on the Stonksy Indicator channel. I'm looking forward to it. If you like the sound of that, please do give the video a big fat like. Any questions, leave them in the comments down below. While you're down there, please do make sure you are subscribed and you've got the notifications set. And above all, tell your friends.
Save with Crypto has to be one of the best YouTube channels that the United States has ever seen. Kamala Harris is not a subscriber, but I am. I have notifications set to all as well. I'd strongly suggest you subscribe to Save with Crypto today. Above all, you should tell your friends.
Save with Crypto is not a financial advisor. He just makes ice cream on the internet. If you cannot find someone to do your own research, you must do it yourself, just like I did not.